All right, mathematicians, this is lesson 4-8, areas of rectangles for our math message. We're on journal page 119 today. Okay, it says on the centimeter grid below, draw one rectangle with short sides 3 centimeters and long sides 5 centimeters. Then draw a second rectangle with short sides 1 centimeter and long sides 15 centimeters. That's our first step. How many rectangles are we going to draw total? One rectangle and a second rectangle. 2 rectangles. I'll show you how to draw the first one and then try to draw the second one by yourself. Okay, rectangle number 1. Short sides are how long? 3 centimeters. How long are the long sides? 5 centimeters. Short sides 3 centimeters, long sides 5 centimeters. If you look right here is our key. All of these squares, each side length is 1 centimeter, right? So this is 1 square centimeter because all the sides are a centimeter. Awesome, that's going to help us because we need to measure in centimeters. Short side, 3 centimeters. You know what? I'm going to start at the top and I'm going to make my short side the left and right side. So I go down 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to make the top side my long side. How long is my long side? 5 centimeters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that this is a rectangle. That means that my sides are going to be equal length. So this side is 3 centimeters. Then my right side is going to be 3 centimeters. And I don't even have to count it out because I know they'll be the same length. Same with the top. If my top is 5 centimeters, that means the bottom is going to be 5 centimeters. But make sure you count over correctly. That's rectangle number 1. Now for the second rectangle. It says short sides are what? 1 centimeter. And the long sides are 15 centimeters. Give yourself some space. Start a little bit down, maybe right here. See how I didn't draw it right on top of each other? Go ahead and make the short sides 1 and the long sides 15. Unpause me when you have finished. If you are back, you have your second rectangle drawn, right? That was your job. So it says short side 1, long side 15. I'm going to do short down again. So I start here, 1, boom, done. That's all I need for down. Now I'm going to go across 15. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew, top is done. Ooh. Time for you guys to go home. Okay, I'm going to start here. If my left side was 1, my right side's going to be 1. And then the same with the bottom. Now you guys are at home and not drawing on a computer, so you guys can use a straight edge, maybe your ruler or the side of a folder or something to draw your lines pretty straight to stay nice and organized. Okay, we have 2 rectangles drawn. What is the next part of our directions? Label the side lengths of both rectangles. Figure out and record the area and perimeter for each rectangle. It says label the side lengths. I mentioned this in the last video. Always, well, how often? Always fill in your side lengths. That means you need to write numbers on them and tell us how long they are. What was our top part? Well, our short side was 3 centimeters. So I go 3, and you can even write a little centimeters. This side was the short side and also this side. And how long was our top? 5 and 5. Great, that's what your first rectangle should look like. Now we're down here. Short sides were 1, and you label all of the sides. And the top was 15, which means the bottom was the same length, 15. Okay, here's our next step. Our next step is to figure out the area and the perimeter. A equals area, P equals perimeter for both of these. Reminder, area is the area inside of our shape. And we're measuring them in squares. That's why we have square centimeters. So area, all of the squares on the inside, and we're going to label them square centimeters because we're counting in squares. Perimeter is the length of the outside, the distance around the shape. That means you need to find the length of each side and you need to add them all together. Same with here, area, the number of squares on the inside, perimeter, the entire outside. Put me on pause as you answer area, perimeter, and area and perimeter for both rectangles. Unpause me when you have the answers to double check. Okay, if you are back, that means you had paused me and you have these answers filled in. If I'm looking at this, I could count for my area. I could count all my squares. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could count all of them. But I'm going to think of area as an array. Area and array kind of sound similar. I have 3 on this side and 5 on the top. That's like saying 3 rows, 1, 2, 3 of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boys and girls, niñoses and niñases, what is 3 times 5? Well, let's count 5 3 times. 5, 10, 15. My area is 15 what? What is my label? We're counting in squares. There's 15 squares on the inside, so it's 15 square. And how long are the squares? We're counting in centimeters, so 15 square centimeters. Those are the abbreviations. Awesome. The perimeter. Good thing we have our sides labeled because I know what 5 plus 5 is. What's 5 plus 5? 10. And 3 plus 3 is 6. Put that together. What's 10 plus 6? 16. What's my label? 16 centimeters. If each side length is centimeters, that means that our length would be in centimeters. Good job. Okay, now time for this area. How many squares fill up the area inside of our shape? Again, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or I could think of this as an array. I have 1 row of 15, and you know that 1 times any number is that number. So 1 times 15 is 15. But again, it's area, and it's the squares inside of an area. So 15 square, what's our units again? Centimeters. We're measuring in centimeters. So 15 square centimeters are on the inside. And a way to double check is I will count all my squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, 15 squares. 1 times 15, or I could count all of them. Awesome. Our last one, perimeter. The distance around the entire outside of the shape. So that means I have to add all of my side lengths together. Class, 15 plus 15 is what? Well, 10 plus 10 is 20. 5 plus 5 is 10. So 15 plus 15 is 30. And then 31 and 32. After I have added that all together, our perimeter is 32 what? 32 centimeters, because it is the length of the lines on the outside. Okay, my last assignment for you on this page is to look at the area and perimeter for both shapes. What do you notice? Compare them, contrast them, find what's the same, and find what's different about both rectangles. I don't know about you, but if I look at the first rectangle's area, I see it's 15 square centimeters. And if I look at the second rectangle, I see it's 15 square centimeters. Guess what? The area is the same for both rectangles. And you're like, Ms. Schmidt, how is that even possible? Well, if you look at them, there's 15 squares inside of this rectangle and there's 15 squares inside of this rectangle. They cover the same area. The only thing is this one's longer and skinnier. So if I were to smush the long one, if I were to just smush it this way, right, it becomes shorter, but then it also gets longer. Okay, so they cover the same amount of area. What's different about them? The perimeter is not the same. Imagine I went for a walk around these rectangles. Which walk would be longer? Which walk would be longer? Well, if I started here and I walked all the way around, I will only have walked 16 centimeters. But if I walk around this rectangle, this long part and then a little short part, and then I walked the long part and then I walked the short part, now I went 32 centimeters. It's going to be a longer distance along the long rectangle than if I were to walk around the short rectangle. So the area that they cover in the middle is the exact same, but the distance around the longer one has the longer perimeter, the longer measurement on the outside. Okay, you guys, great work. If you don't have any of this written down, you should be writing it down. Send a picture to your teacher. Meet me on the next page.